Welcome to LA Now, your Los Angeles County news source. Breathe easier with the county's new asthma mobile. And the work of two outstanding women earned them each Woman of the Year title. Plus, go back in time as a county museum honors a past era of LA's movie-making history. LA Now starts right now. And thank you for joining us. I'm Mike Deneau. It's a breathmobile that travels across LA County, providing much-needed health care to kids with breathing problems. It's a program that not only provides treatment for kids, but helps them stay in school, too. Yana Kay shows us how.
13-year-old Crystal Campos had a hard time running during soccer practice because of her asthma and wheezing. But since she's been seeing her doctor at LA County's breathmobile clinic, her breathing has improved dramatically.
And now, with taking the medicine, it's under control. I breathe easily, my lungs are open.
LA County operates 4 breathmobiles that travel to different schools in the greater Los Angeles area, providing highly specialized services focusing on allergy testing. Crystal also has a brother who has been treated here too. Their mom, Liliana, says the breathmobile and the clinic doctors have changed her children's lives.
If it hadn't been because of Dr. Maloof and how much service this program has offered throughout my kids' life up until now, I don't think I would have been in the good shoes that I am right now.
Dr. Najib Maloof believes that successful treatment begins with educating the patients on what is causing their breathing issues and taking steps in their daily lives to reduce those symptoms. He says it takes time, but the results are worth it.
You know, the most rewarding part is when the patients show up weeks after we've seen them and they say, "Thank you, I'm better. Whatever you taught me, whatever you told me to do, the way you taught me how to use the medicine, the way you told me to avoid triggers, the way you told me how to control my symptoms, not just to treat them, made me feel better, and I was able to do more things in the past few weeks." That's the most rewarding thing.
The breathmobile program has been in existence for 16 years now, and county officials say in that time there has been an 80% improvement in school attendance. Doctors say the goal of the breathmobile is to keep kids in school and out of the emergency room while improving their asthma control so they could play and be active. And for the Campos family, these breathmobiles have literally been a breath of fresh air. For LA Now, I'm Yana Kay.
And county officials are hoping to add more breathmobiles to their fleet in the near future. Rosemead Boulevard is back in business after its recent facelift. Supervisor Michael D. Antonovich and the Department of Public Works are celebrating this project that beautifies a nearly 3-mile stretch in the San Gabriel Valley. The $26 million makeover includes new sidewalks, pavement, medians, and landscaping. The project started almost 2 years ago and goes from Pasadena to Temple City. Behind every great organization, there is usually a great leader. And behind every great leader, usually there was a great idea. 2 remarkable women have spent the last 25 years helping people who are poor survive with the help of their organization, MEND. Meet Carolyn Rose, founder and board member and CEO, Marion Haver-Hill of MEND, meeting each need with dignity.
Carolyn Rosen knew as a young girl she wanted to go to college to become a nurse, and she did, just not as early in life as she had hoped.
I was 50 when I went back to school to be a nurse. My husband is the one that encouraged me.
Carolyn spent 30 years raising her children, working to help take care of her family. Although nursing has been her dream job, helping people is her career. In the 1970s, Carolyn, along with her husband, began helping the poor in their spare time out of their garage.
Actually, at the beginning, we home visited every family that needed help. Today, that would be virtually impossible. We can't do that.
Today, they don't help people by the dozen. They help people in masses through the organization they founded known as MEND, which stands for Meet Each Need with Dignity. It's an organization made up of over 3,000 volunteers, including Carolyn, who is still a nurse volunteer. 25 years ago, as MEND began to grow, they went in search of a leader.
I just really loved
this whole business of empowering volunteers to make a difference in their communities.
They found Marianne Haverhill, MN's first and only executive director, who is what you would call a born leader. Marianne wasn't afraid to tell me she doesn't always jump at the opportunity to volunteer.
There's two primary components to my job. One is to give as many people as possible the opportunity to make a difference in the lives of the poor.
The other component, to make sure programs run by staff and volunteers are excellent.
I often kind of watch in amazement at our volunteers and our staff who connect so well with our clients.
Neither Marianne nor Carolyn had many luxuries growing up. Both have had to work hard and help raise families. Carolyn and her husband have 5 children. Marianne and her husband have 2.
People in general who go into the field of human services are people that feel deeply about others and care a lot.
For LA Now, I'm Deanna Morgan.
An Iraq war veteran is providing inspiration for foster children and at-risk youth. LaShonda Gill works with the nonprofit group Tempered Steel. She shared her inspiring story of survival with a group of 80 kids from the Department of Children and Family Services. Gill survived an explosion that killed 8 soldiers in her convoy. She overcame her injuries and her fears to share her war experiences and her story of triumph with school children around the country.
I was these kids at one time, and I didn't have anybody to come and talk to me and tell me or say anything positive towards me or even encourage me in any way. So it means a lot to me to come in and talk to these kids.
Now, the group Tempered Steel was formed to help educate the public about the obstacles that wounded soldiers face when they return home. Go back to the golden age of movie making at the Hart Museum. The museum is honoring the silent era with a cool exhibit from this year's Oscar-winning films, The Artist and Hugo. Both films focus on silent movie making at the dawn of the film industry here in LA County. In addition to still photographs, the exhibit has many costumes, film props, equipment, and historical artifacts from both films.
It basically is a love letter to early filmmakers, silent filmmakers, and it features some of key artifacts that were instrumental in the creation of early film.
For more information, go to the museum's website on your screen. And that's all the time we have. Thank you for joining us. Watch us online anytime on lacountychannel.com. And please stay tuned for a list of websites featured on our show. And we'll see you next time on LA Now.